So I took a shower today. I got out of bed and I came to my doctor's appointment. I wanted to come on here and share with you, I guess, I don't know how to start this video. I watched a video today, from 2819 church. They're in Atlanta, Georgia. But they do like lives on YouTube, so you can watch their service. Anyway, I'm extremely new to Christianity. I started going to church for the first time in my whole life back in May or April, one of those months. And I'm talking like I knew nothing about God, about Jesus, about Christianity, nothing, you know. I went into that church with an entirely open mind, and have since been on that journey. I was baptized in November, so just last month I was baptized. And anyway, I recently stumbled upon 2819 church and have been blown away. Just so amazed by these sermons and the energy of the people. And I'm not even there in person, you know, like, it's just so beautiful. And anyway, I watched a video of theirs today that was it was recorded last year, and they were speaking about identity. And I'll put the link of the video down below so you guys can see it if you want to. But it really made me think about all the identities that I have tried to put myself as, you know? Who am I? What am I? And for the most part, like, the way that I have gone through life identifying myself has always been it's always been negative. And every single time that I have called myself broken or lost or unstable or bipolar, depressed, all of these like different labels, you know. I think the most positive label I have given myself is mother. But even then, you know, as of late, I've been calling myself a bad mother. And I've been thinking about that. Like, I thought about that today after watching that video. Why do I feel like I'm failing as a mom? Why do I feel like I'm failing my children? Why do I feel like such a letdown and a disappointment to God? Why do I feel undeserving of His love? And I think about how I was raised by my own mom, and how alone I was through the darkness that I was in. How trapped I was inside of my own mind and my own body. So much so that it got to the point where I didn't want to live anymore. And I was only 10, 11 years old. I already wanted to die, and I hadn't even started puberty yet. You know, I think about these things, and I remember when I was pregnant for the first time back in 2014, how excited I was to be a mom, and how I knew in my heart, in my soul, in my mind, everything, that I was going to be the best mom I could be to my son, and that my son would never grow up alone, and that he would always have someone to come to, someone that always had their arms open to him and never judged him, and just made him know that he was loved and cared for. And I was so naive to think that I could just, like, it's easy, you know? Because for someone like me, and I struggled very deeply after I had my son with postpartum depression and anxiety. It was really hard to put him first, because I was so mentally and emotionally overwhelmed and exhausted with my own mental health that I was going through at the time. And I loved him with every cell of my being. I loved him more than anything in the entire universe. He was the greatest gift I could have ever asked for. And yet I felt like I wasn't giving him everything that he deserved from me. I felt lacking since day one. And I feel like that hasn't gone away, that feeling of lack, like I'm not doing enough, like I'm not there enough, is still there, if not grown even more over time with each kid. You know, and he's gonna be 10 in January. Next month he's gonna be 10 years old. It's been 10 years of feeling like I am failing my kids. So anyway, the pastor was talking about this verse in the Bible. I don't remember which one it is. I'm so sorry. I'll put it down below, so you know exactly what it is. But God is basically saying to us that we are the salt of the earth, and that if we lose our flavor, then we may as well be useless, you know, worthless, nothing, you know. And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about when did I decide that I had no flavor anymore, you know? When did I decide that I was useless and worthless? Or was that decided for me? And I just accepted that, you know? Why have I tried so hard? Why have I spent so much time trying to put these identities on me that are so negative? It's like I've been bullied my whole life by myself. And it just makes me so upset. And I'm not discounting the fact that I struggle with depression, you know, or anxiety, or that I've had traumas that I've been through and they have affected every single day of the life that I live. I'm not discounting those. But do I want them to become who I am? Absolutely not. I don't want to be defined by the darkness. And I might be struggling as a mom right now, but that doesn't mean that it'll be like that forever. It doesn't mean that I'm not trying to do better. It's just hard right now. So, yeah, I don't know. I remember the day before my baptism, I was praying. I was praying for God to give me the strength and the courage to do better for myself and for my family. Because I'm supposed to be the glue to this family, and lately I feel like a used sticker. I just keep falling off. I can't hold on to anything. And every day that I feel like I fail, that I'm not meeting my own expectations, I just harp on myself, you know, over and over again. And I'm in this like perpetual cycle of like shaming myself. Being a mom is really, really hard. It's the hardest thing in the whole world. But it is the greatest gift. And I think because I view it as such, I want to, how do I say this? Like, if something means everything to you, you want to make sure you are giving it your all and doing it well, because that's what it deserves, right? That's what that gift deserves. And any lack that I that I put out makes me feel like I'm shaming it, or I don't know, like I'm just not doing enough for it. I'm not raising it high enough. I don't know how to break that cycle. I don't know how to make it feel like I'm doing enough, you know? I don't know. I feel like I was so deprived as a child that the limit is like the limit of like love and care that a child deserves is like there is none. There is no limit. And I just want to give them everything. It's silly. I feel like I'm being so silly. But anyway, I'm gonna place a link down to that video. I highly recommend you listen to the full video. I'm in awe. I wish that I could up and move to Atlanta, Georgia right now just to be able to attend that church every Sunday. Honestly, like, I'm not even kidding. If I had the means to do that with my family, I'd be like, all right, let's do it, let's go. I'm in a place spiritually that I never thought I would ever be, and that tells me something, that shows me something, you know, that just because you can't see where you might be in the future doesn't mean that it won't be, you know, that it can't happen. You just never know where you'll be. And I've been getting like weird messages, I feel like, from God to love myself more. And I think that's my struggle at the moment. Maybe it's not that I'm lacking in love for my kids and the things that they deserve. Maybe it's that I'm lacking in love for myself, and so I can't give them what I want to. But I'm working on it, so that's all we can do, right? We take it one day at a time.